Alright, in today's episode, we are going to show you me putting the tarps up, and I had to put the tarps up so they could put the epoxy down because it's so cold, right? It wouldn't cure in below freezing weather, so the tarps were going to help it a little bit. It only raised it like 5 degrees from what it was normally, but I mean, it is what it is. So tarps and epoxy floor you'll see today, and you'll probably see me start framing for the walls.
There's a lot of pressure in here.
Okay, got my $13 smoothie, 2 rusty nuts, the ambulance, the welder. What does that mean? Alright, so I started with this first tarp over here in the middle. It's the actual Home Depot tarp. And you'll see later, but the Home Depot tarps are actually a lot better quality than the Amazon tarps. And it's $5 more. It's so much more worth it to get the Home Depot tarps than the Amazon tarps. The Amazon tarps, I ordered them all at the same time, and they were all different colors when I got them. And you see me moving the camera around, it looks like. Here's a better view with the lights. Oh, and the wind. Man, this wind really tore everything up. This is the day after the wind. So, after I got those tarps up, the wind came, and I'm sitting there trying to use rope and stuff. I'm using beam clamps to hold these up. So the beam clamps weren't really the greatest idea. You'll see later I end up using wood and sandwiching it between the top and the tarp itself. So it's kind of like in between. Okay, haven't really given much in the word of updates, but I tried putting some tarps on, and then the very next day it was windy. So I had this whole side done. I mean, not really done, but they were hung. And then the wind took care of the rest. So now I've revised my methods and put the clamps on the sides, right, as well as hanging from the top. My ultimate goal is to get these framed out with wood so I can just attach it to that, but it's not working out so well. So next we're about to do this one, and then I'll do that one again. I guess this one needs to come down and reposition. I'm probably going to move it. I don't know what's going on. This one's all ripped right there on the top. So this one hopefully is not ripped, and I'll take it and then move it over here, and then I'll move that somewhere else. So it's been a struggle, but here we are. Okay, we've got all the tarps up except for one. They're not completely secured. This one right here is screwed down. That one right there is kind of screwed down on the bottom, and I did a test fit of the header on the top. We still got to frame out our door, and I got to get the ambulance out of here so we can do that last side. But I wanted to show you how much light the skylights actually provided, and it's pretty good, right? I mean, it's not enough light to do a bunch of work in, but it's pretty good. And I'm up here on the other corner. Okay, there's supposed to be a door under here. So, alright, well, that's the daily update. Alright, day 5, all the tarps are up, wind's going like crazy again. Fixing the tarps, yeah. There's a storm coming, I believe, is what's going on here. But look at that wind. I mean, it's just non-stop, right? It'll be gone for a couple days, and then it just comes right back. So my recommendation is don't put up tarps until you have a actual wood frame first. So you see I started putting some rope across it, And then I attached some wood to the bottom of it. Alright, what's going on here? Attaching more wood. Oh no, I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning the floor so we can actually start the epoxy the next day. You see that white tape? It ripped a hole in the ambulance because the wind was pushing the tarp up against the ambulance, and it caught like a corner of one of the lights, so it ripped a hole in it. There's me stuck in the wood. Yeah, so I'm getting everything cleared off, and now you're going to see a bunch of dust because I blew it all out. Alright, so today, here they come. Here's Spencer, and he's going to wash the slab. And it looks like he might have put a solution on there. I'm not sure. It was probably a really light mix of muriatic acid. And then, so this is in the morning, and then he's going to let it dry all day. They're squeezing it all out right now. Alright, you can't see, but he's starting to lay the epoxy down. I didn't have the camera pointed down on the way. So this is the first layer, you could say, the first coat, which is just the gray. I don't know what happened. I think we're missing some footage, but he put the flakes and stuff down. Alright, so now we're pulling everything out, and supposedly he's going to do the clear on this the next day. I pulled it in because of the snowstorm. There's CJ sweeping, and then we're going to get the pressure washer out and pressure wash as best we can. Okay, now he's been doing the clear. So what happened on this left-hand side is it didn't cure right or something, his last coat, and I ended up with a bunch of lumps, like clumps. So he's got to come back and fix that. And you'll notice the date, how long it is after, the first coat that he did this. Okay, so now I bought some more wood to start doing framing. And there's me. Oh, hailstorm came in, so we had to pull all the cars in. You see that Lexus just lift up with the airbags? That's kind of funny. Okay, so what are we doing here? More tarp work, I guess. Maybe we're going to do a frame. Yeah. Doing the frame again. So I'm going to do this framing in 2 steps. I'm going to do this bottom half, and then I'll come back and I'll do the top half. There's me putting a brace for the side of the frame so the wind doesn't push it over. That wind is brutal, I'm telling you. Okay, so there you have it, and I'm going to continue to build the frames on the shop, and hopefully these tarps will stay on a little longer until we can get the forge to the metal sheet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.